Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Karkadash. Dub honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. So basically, I'm doing a response video to the apostle Tahara's video about the Jews that are having this protest on Washington. So I'm just gonna read some of the article and give my 2 cents on what I think, what I see out of it, because you know they have a chapter of these niggas here, Israelite Church and God and Jesus Christ, or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. They got their little chapter here in Omaha. And we've gotten into it many of times with me. A few brothers have been, checking us out on the GMS Nebraska Watchman channel. Over the years, we didn't see them plenty of times. We never see these niggas out actually doing the work. We see them handing out flyers. We seen them basically trying to get more members, but we never see them out doing the works of the Lord. And personally, when I first was coming in this thing, I went to their school, because, I knew that I was an Israelite. And once I found that out, I wanted to, get more information or whatnot. But there was a spirit that just something didn't feel right, like they had like self-defense class and this class and that class and this class and that class. And then it's like, you're going to be here every single day, all day, every day. It wasn't that I didn't want to serve the Lord, but I'm like, man, this is doing too much, to be honest. So through the spirit, I ran into the head of the camp, Rahib, and it's been GMS ever since. But just the spirit of these niggas, I'm gonna call them niggas because they not Akim. Unless they get out of that stuff that they in, man, because it's pure bullshit. And I worked with one of them. The dude, he wasn't a bad dude. We had seen each other. It was kind of beef at first, but just because we knew what it was. But at the end of the day, we both knew that we was Hebrews. So, we was kind of cool. It wasn't all the way bad. And I will say that all the dudes that are in this aren't, wicked ass niggas like Comfy. But you got a lot of people that are confused. You got a lot of people that are going off right now that need to come out of that brainwash cult mentality, because like they call us a cult, like these niggas in a cult for real. There was one of the other brothers. He works with one of the guys that left this this group. So and he's bugged out. He in passing he'll say, y'all still out there teaching? Y'all still out there teaching like every week? Like, yeah. What else we gonna do? But that's just, my testimony of from what I've seen them to be and what I know that they are. Like, they don't really do the work, but within their school, I guess, within their four walls, I guess that's where they works are being done, if that's what you want to call it. But I do know that they was hitting them with, high ass like offerings and tights. They was like he had to come out from the testimony of the brother, or from the cat that used to be in there. He was like, he had to go out to New York like twice a month or something like that. It was just something ridiculous, like, man. And he actually used to stay in the same building as me when I stayed downtown with my child's mother. We used to stay in the same building, and he had a lot of kids. I'm like, man, and he said that he couldn't work a steady job because everything his whole life was dedicated to the church. So he had the zeal, but not according to knowledge. And with them, messing them over with money and this, that, and the third, it really like turned him off. You know what I'm saying? He's out here, doing Lord knows what, but he ain't doing the work. Does he still believe? I don't know. He probably more than likely he does, But with him being in that fucked up ass church, it gave him a bad taste in his mouth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get into this article. A little bit. It says dozens of black Israelites uh, who claim they and not Jews are the true descendants of biblical Hebrews descend on Capitol Hill for a protest. Now, which they did get some of that right. We are the true children of Israel. We are the true descendants of the biblical Hebrews, and not those throughs over there. The so-called Jews. The Edomites. Okay, just go ahead and put that out there. But it says that they're descending on Capitol Hill for a protest. Now, when you protest something, that's basically you not agreeing with the status quo as is, and you want to see changes. Okay, we're not gonna see no changes on this side. All the changes that we're gonna see from the work that we're doing and all of our goals that had to be accomplished, are we're gonna get that in the kingdom. Okay, the only protest that we do, or that we are meant to do, or even asked to do, is to just go on the highways and the hedges. Okay, and matter of fact, so because I said it, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get that right now. So this is Matthew 22. It's like it. Verse 9, 22 and 9, it says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. Okay, so when we're out in full force, or when we're out in public to be seen, it's to be seen doing that on the highways, bidding to the marriage, bidding people, giving them the knowledge that they need to wake up, to come in this truth, to learn who they originally are. Okay, in order for them to get salvation. Protesting not gonna get nobody salvation. Going to Washington and telling the governors and the senators and the president, or whoever the fuck it is, the Secretary of Defense, telling them that they're Esau, or telling them whatever you want to tell them, that's not gonna do nothing for our people. They've been protesting since the fucking 50s and the 60s. We still in the same condition. Protests ain't gonna do nothing for us. So they need to get that through their heads right now. A fucking protest ain't gonna do nothing. What's the end goal? Because a protest, you should have your certain demands. You should have everything that you want to get out of it. Okay, look, this law is fucked up. We want this law to change to say this. So what are you gonna say? What? You brought us over here in slavery. Oh, so we need our own country. That's not biblical. Or we need reparations. Okay, we were brought here to serve slavery as a punishment. That's biblical. Okay, but we gotta eat this whole curse, or this curse ain't finished off of us. We still are under the curses of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now, can't nobody else curse us, but we are under the curses of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, but we about to get out of that, and that's the kingdom. That's when we will receive our blessings. But until then, we gotta eat this, man. Doing these goddamn protests ain't gonna do nothing. All right, it says they were seen dressed out in their traditional regalia and carrying megaphones, though it is unclear what they were protesting. See, like, what the fuck are you niggas? Are y'all protesting? But what are y'all protesting? Okay, and then it goes in to say how we're a racist, black supremacist group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's like so we are racist. Most people are racist. Most people believe that they're above the other people on the earth. If you're not, then you know what I'm saying, you just a fucking cattle. Or you just, oh, everyone's equal. We all bleed the same color. You know how these niggas is. These all for one and one for all ass niggas. But when has the so-called white man ever been all for you? When has he always been for you? He ain't never always been for you. So fuck these motherfuckers, man, for real. So, and that red and white, that signature, like they said, because that's what they wear out here. This see if I can. I can't. It's not gonna let me zoom in on it. But yeah, that's what they wear out here, man. With the little hole opening at the top. And okay, yeah, so it says that they're a black supremacist group, but they have no mention of the Latinos or the Native Americans. See, they want to take it and they want to break it down to be, are you are the black Hebrew Israelites? We never call ourselves black Hebrew Israelites. We call ourselves what we truly are, which is Hebrew Israelites from the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And some of us don't look like those three people. We do have the ones of our nation that look like the other nations. They might look like a so-called Edomite, but they're really of our people. And you have a lot of people out here that fit that description. Okay? A lot of these white girls that y'all be seeing that only fuck with Jake, they only fuck with Jake for a reason, because they probably a Jake. And they don't got that spirit of wanting to fuck with, a so-called white man on them, you know. But we gonna see if there's any more meat on this bone. Let me see. It says they even show hostility toward Jews and other whites who are referred to as devilish imposters and adherents to Satan. That's right. The so-called white man is the devil, which means he's a deceiver. Okay, he deceived the whole world. He deceived us by switching up our nationality. Okay, he deceived the world by saying that Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man. Okay, he raped, robbed, and murdered the whole planet. That's some evil shit, man. And then Satan, which is the adversary. Okay, he's against the Most High. That's why this man is gonna go down, man. And it says it goes in on a couple of cities. Um, it says D.C., Baltimore, New York. It says that the movement has expanded in presence all across the United States in Florida, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Oregon. Which that's true. But not only that, us here at GMS, we got camps all over the world, in Europe, in Latin America, and the Caribbean. You know, it's and also if you go to your YouTube channel, you can check out your views. You can see where people view your videos from. Man, I got views on my small channel from all around the world. So this word is getting out, man. And like I said, go to the highways, do the work. All right, you ain't got to do it for no fucking protest or nothing like that. You're doing too much. All right, just go ahead and do the work. And with that being said, give all praise that's called law to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and women and children who follow. Shalom.